Well, this readathon is not getting off to a promising start considering today's the first day of the readathon and it's 12:30 and I've only just gotten dressed and I haven't read anything today. Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today in this vlog I am going to be participating in the Oh What Fun readathon that was created by Mackenzie Lane. I will link her channel down below. This readathon takes place from today, December 16th, until December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. And in this readathon, I am hoping to read 3 books completing 4 challenges. The challenges are both on the nice list and the naughty list, so at the end you can see if you are nice or naughty. So the books that I want to read for this readathon are as follows. First, for the challenge, read a Harry Potter book. I am going to be reading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is book 3 in the series. This is my first time actually reading the Harry Potter series. I know I'm 19 years old. I've never read Harry Potter. I'm pretty much the only person on the face of the earth who hasn't read the series already. Please don't put spoilers in the comments. I will be sad. I have my own reasons why I haven't read the Harry Potter series by now. When I was younger, I tried to read it, and my friend's brother gave me a huge spoiler, which discouraged me for many years, and then I just felt so ashamed that I hadn't read it that I didn't want to start. So I'm finally getting through the series. I read book 1 and book 2 this year, and I'm going to read book 3 hopefully in this readathon. Next up, I am doubling up on challenges for this one. One of these challenges is to do a buddy read with a friend or a family member, and the other is to read a classic novel. And for that, my mom and I are going to be reading together Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is actually a reread for me. I read this when I was a sophomore in high school, so it was 4 years ago. And I remember loving it. I love the 2005 movie. Pride and Prejudice is one of my all-time favorite books, but I haven't read it since sophomore year of high school, so it's been a very long time, and I want to see if I like it as much as I remember liking it. I definitely really attached to the story and the characters, so I'm excited to give it a reread this week. And the last challenge that I want to complete is to read a book you got for Christmas last year and haven't completed yet. For that, I looked at my shelves full of YA mystery thrillers that I have not read yet, and I decided that I was going to read The Safest Lies by Megan Miranda. And this book is about a girl who she was conceived when her mother was held captive and sexually assaulted, and now many years later her mother goes missing, and she and a classmate decide they are going to seek out her mother and find out what happened to her. So it sounds like a really interesting premise. I know that Megan Miranda wrote another book, All the Missing Girls or something like that, which received attention on book 2, so I thought since I own this book by her, I would give it a try and maybe I would like it. I haven't even looked this book up on Goodreads, so it could have a horrible rating for all I know. I've had it for a while, and so I decided I was finally going to read it this week. Today's Jane Austen's birthday, and I didn't even know. Happy birthday, Jane. Barely started and already Buttercup doesn't want me to read. She wants me to pet her instead. Good morning, you guys, and happy Monday. So last night before I went to bed, I read about 50 pages of Prisoner of Azkaban. Prisoner of Azkaban seems significantly thicker than the first 2, or maybe that's just me. It looks a lot longer in my opinion. I know they get much longer as they go along. I kind of wish, that I hadn't watched the movies as a kid, because now I kind of know some of the things that are going to happen, like, with Sirius Black, with Peter Pettigrew, with, like, that sort of thing. But I'm glad that now, I'm kind of getting to a point where after this, I think I'll be starting to have forgotten a lot of what happened in the movies, because I know I watched the first 4 movies, but after that, So really with Goblet of Fire and beyond, I'm really going to start getting into stories where I don't know a whole lot, and that's exciting because even though I still really enjoy Harry Potter, what I've read so far, it's always better to read a book where you don't already know what's coming. So yeah, but obviously it's not the book's fault. It's my fault for not reading the books when I was younger, but reasons. Super productive day today. I filmed 2 YouTube videos. I am now on page 96 of Prisoner of Azkaban. and page 103 of Pride and Prejudice, which I am loving just as much rereading as I loved the first time. It is super, super funny. I think people who haven't read it don't realize how witty and great it is. Just the Bennets, Mrs. Bennet and her antics, Mr. Bennet, who is just so done with everyone. It is great. One of my all-time favorites. So I will update you guys tomorrow. Bye! Hi, baby buttercup. Good morning. Should we finally get out of bed? What do you think? Oh, that's a no. That's a no. So, I just got out of the shower, hence why I have no makeup on. My hair looks terrible and you can see like every freckle and mole on my face. But I just want to rant for a second, and you guys probably don't care, and I will probably come off like so annoying. You're all gonna be like, oh my god, Jackie, why are you upset about that? But I am upset about it and I want someone to talk to. So I'm gonna rant to you guys for a second. So, this semester, I took my first history class in college because I think I might want to minor in history just because I'm interested in it. And I ended up taking this class on Chinese history, and I did really well in the class. I got at least an A- on all assignments but one. There was one assignment I got a B+ on, but every other assignment I got at least an A- or even an A+. So I took the final, and I thought I did really well on it. I knew all of the answers, I wrote a lot, and I turned it in thinking, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting at least an A- in this class. Because I only got one B+ all semester. 90% of the assignments I got at least an A- or an A or an A+. And then I checked my grades, and the professor gave me a B+ in the class. And why did she give me a B+? Because I didn't talk enough in class. So she's punishing me for being shy. It's really hard for me to talk in front of large groups because I'm really nervous around people I don't know and I'm really introverted. But when we were in small groups, I would always contribute to the small group discussion, and when my professor would come around and listen to us, I would see her smiling and nodding at the things that I was saying, or she would even outright tell me, oh, Jackie, what you had to say was really insightful. So for her to give me a B+ in the class, when I got an A on 90% of the assignments just because I didn't talk enough, pisses me off. Because if I'm getting all A's, you know that I know the material. You know that I'm doing my work, that I'm doing my readings, that I'm paying attention. So to give me a B+ just because I didn't talk every day in class is stupid. Some kids are shy. Some kids, it's really hard for them to speak. It doesn't mean they don't know the material. In fact, they may know the material better than the kids who talk a lot. Shouldn't it matter not how much you talk, but what you have to say when you do, and what your assignments are? Why am I getting a B in your class solely for the fact that I'm shy? I think it's really stupid, and I'm actually really upset about it. And I know a B+ is still a good grade, and there's lots of people who would be really happy to get a B+. But I just don't think I deserve a B+, because I worked really hard in that class. She knows that I knew the material. And when I did speak up, maybe it wasn't every day, but every time that I contributed, she told me that I had something insightful and good to say. So she knows that I knew the material, and I think it's stupid that now I have the lowest GPA I've ever had just because I'm being penalized for being shy. So I know you guys probably don't care, and you're probably thinking, oh my god, Jackie, you know, a B+ is still a good grade. What's your problem? But I just think I don't deserve a B+. And I think it's really stupid how the American school system penalizes kids for being shy and being afraid to talk. So that's my rant for the day. Anyways, back to my life. Gonna go do my hair and edit the video I filmed yesterday and maybe read some. I have like 70 videos on my watch later list that I have to get to, so fun times! You guys make me happy when I'm sad, don't you? Right, Drizzle? Right? Right? Right, Buttercup? Good morning, everybody. I woke up at 8:30 this morning, but then Buttercup got in bed with me and I didn't want to disturb her, so I stayed in bed until 10 o'clock. Anyways, now I'm up and I'm gonna make some coffee. So, I did not read any Harry Potter yesterday, but I did make great progress on Pride and Prejudice, which I have to say, this book is just as good as I remember it being. I did not build it up in my mind at all. I still love it, and I think it might be like my favorite book ever. Or it's definitely up there. I don't know if it's number one, but it's up there. I always told people my token answer is that The Great Gatsby is my favorite book, and I did really enjoy that one, but Pride and Prejudice is just so good. It's so well written, it's so clever, it's so funny. I love Elizabeth Bennet. She is an iconic female character. When I was little, I had a Great Illustrated Classics version of Pride and Prejudice, and Elizabeth Bennet was one of my childhood heroes, as was Jo March from Little Women. And I also just love Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy as a romance because it just does the traditional hate to love trope so well. And what I really like about Mr. Darcy is, well, I'm going to talk about some of the plots of the book, but I feel like most of you probably know what this book is about. If you, for some reason, don't want to hear me talk about it, just skip this section and go to the next section. I love how when Mr. Collins proposes to Elizabeth, he refuses to take no as an answer. He thinks that she's just trying to be coy, like, oh, this is what women do to get men to like them more. I'll ask again and again. I don't care if you say no. I'll make you say yes. But Mr. Darcy, he accepts no as an answer. He says, don't say no now and I will never bother you again. And I love that because that shows consent. And that no means no. A real man respects your right to say no. And I love that. Jane Austen, you're my girl. I'll love you forever. Hey guys, me again. So I'm about to leave my house to drive to my dad's house. And on the way there, I think I'm going to stop at Barnes & Noble to buy him a Christmas gift. And then go next door to Bath & Body Works to buy my mom and stepsister some Christmas gifts. I can tell you that's where I'm going to get them stuff because none of them are going to watch this vlog, or at least not before Christmas, so it's okay. I don't know if I'm going to film anything inside Barnes & Noble because if there's a lot of people there, I don't want to be that person who's filming on their phone because that would be awkward. But I'll show you what I get, I guess, afterwards. So, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so today I committed a cardinal sin of Christmas shopping. I bought myself something, which I've actually never done before, but I saw something on the 20% off table that I just had to have, and it wasn't on my Christmas list, so there's no chance of someone else buying it for me. So I bought it, but I'll get to that last. First, I'll show you what I bought my mom and my stepsister at Bath & Body Works. I got them each a nice candle. This one is just a winter scent, has like a really pretty jar. This one is a winter candy apple. And then I got them each a pair of fuzzy socks that are Christmas themed to go with it. So the winter candle goes with these reindeer socks. And the candy apple one, I got these red Santa socks. My dad doesn't really read novels that much, so he prefers to read histories, and I got him this book that he asked for. It is called Valiant Ambition, George Washington, Benedict Arnold, and the Fate of the American Revolution, and it's by Nathaniel Philbrick. So that's what I got my dad. And here's what I got for me. I saw on the 20% off table this beautiful hardcover signed edition of Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. And this wasn't on my Christmas list because I didn't plan on starting another fantasy series anytime soon, which I probably still won't, but when I saw this Barnes & Noble special edition that was signed, I wanted it. I have never had a signed book before, and I thought, why not? This book has so much hype, I really want to read it, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, if you look at the inside, it has this beautiful map, and then if you take the dust jacket off, the naked book is also beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I saw it and I had to have it, you know? There is nothing wrong with treating yourself every once in a while, so I spent a lot of money today. Most of it was on other people. Some of it was on me, but no regrets. Want a better look at the naked hardback. It is just absolutely stunning. It's really strange for me to call a book beautiful, but this one is beautiful. The map on the inside is gorgeous. This artwork and the beautiful blue color, I absolutely love it. And there's her signature, Tomi Adeyemi. I think I'm saying her name right. If not, I apologize, but wow. This book is just so gorgeous. I just had to have it. I saw it and I wanted it, so I bought it for myself. And you know what? No regrets, because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm obsessed with it already. So now I'm gonna go hide my dad's present in my car and read Harry Potter until he gets home. So, bye! So spoilers for the Harry Potter series here. I'm assuming most of you have read it, but if, like me, you haven't and you want to start, then skip this. Listen, I know that at the end, Snape is supposed to be a good guy, right? But he's just so mean. He bullies Neville so relentlessly for no reason at all, so much so that he's Neville's boggart. He's the thing that Neville fears most in the world. And, like, why? Why is he such a mean person? Like, okay, he loved Harry's mom or whatever, but why is he such a bully to his own students? So right now I am not Team Snape. I don't like him. Also, random question, but if you're still watching this vlog, tell me, what's your Hogwarts house? I would like to know. I'm a proud Hufflepuff myself, but both my parents took the quiz and got Gryffindor, which I was really surprised by. I thought for sure my dad was gonna get Ravenclaw, and I wasn't sure about my mom. I figured she would be a Gryffindor or a Slytherin. I wasn't really sure. So let me know your house. I'm really interested. Anyone else a Hufflepuff? Every time I'm reading Harry Potter and someone insults Hufflepuff, a small part of my soul dies. Good morning, people. Happy Friday. Sorry for a lack of vlogging yesterday. My dad took the day off work, so we spent the day together. I didn't do a lot of reading. My mom and I did read up to page 220 of Pride and Prejudice, so that's really good. There's only 375 pages in the book, and I've read over 200 pages of Prisoner of Azkaban. I hope I can finish that today, and then I can binge read The Safest Lies over the weekend. Let's see if that's a achievable goal. Okay. Okay guys, so my mom and I today finished Pride and Prejudice. It was so good, still a 5-star read for me, and definitely cemented as one of my all-time favorites. I also have very little left in Prisoner of Azkaban, so if I can't finish it tonight before bed, it'll be finished tomorrow. And then I don't know if I will finish my last read, The Safest Lies, but I'm going to at least start it. And if I could have finished 2 books in 1 week, that will be an accomplishment for me. So all in all, this has been a really successful readathon so far, and I'm going to get back to reading Prisoner of Azkaban. Talk to you guys later. Hello everyone, I am here to just really quickly wrap up this vlog. So, I ended up not even starting this by the end of the readathon, but it's fine. It will get read, just evidently not by this Christmas. So this challenge was a fail. However, I did end up finishing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and Pride and Prejudice, both of which are at least 400 pages, so I read over 800 pages this week and completed 3 challenges for the readathon. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I can honestly not remember the last time that I read 800 pages in a week, just for my own pleasure. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I have surpassed my yearly reading goal. I wanted to read 28 or 29 books this year, I believe, and I have finished 31 this year for over 10,000 pages this year, which is really, really great. I am super happy with that, and I'll probably read some more before the end of December, which I'm going to include that in my yearly total as well. I know some people cut off their yearly total in like mid-December and count the second half of December in next year, but I'm just going to count until December 31st in my 2018 total. So guys, hope this vlog was okay. Hope it was not too boring for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Thank you so much for watching and have a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. Bye, and I'll see you in the next video.